From the home box office, from the home box office of St. Louis, Missouri, today's top 10 unpopular opinions on Tofer's Take. So there's this thing going around on YouTube. It's called Unpopular Opinions, and I thought I would try my hand at this because I'm a Christian, so I probably have some pretty unpopular ones, but I'm not sure what the popular opinion on some of this stuff is, so I don't really know if mine's unpopular or not, but I think these are going to be pretty unpopular. Now, keep in mind, these are my opinions. You know, if you have differing opinions, that's cool. These are not like scripture or gospel truth. This is just what I think. If you think differently, then I'm not going to be mad at you at all. I'm going to respect your opinion. But try to have something to back it up. I mean, I learned, back in high school that your opinion and $1 might get you a can of soda. If you're going to have an opinion, have something to back it up with. Anyway, let's get on to the list. My dancing. Don't like it. I enjoy dancing. Do I think I'm any good? No. Do I think I'm going to win a dance competition? Do I think I should go so you think you can dance? Nope. I enjoy doing it, but I don't think I'm that good. And I know there are those of you out there, I'm not naming any names or anything, but I think my dancing is the best thing on the planet. I don't. Number 2, I believe in young earth creation. And just based upon what I've read on it, just the genealogy, in Genesis and stuff like the earth doesn't have enough damage from asteroids and stuff to be as old as people say it is. When God created the man, he created man. He didn't create a baby boy, he didn't create an embryo, he created man, fully grown. And I think when God created earth, it was fully formed. Number 3 kind of has to do with, the earlier view of stuff. As far as Revelation goes, I'm a preteral. I believe in the preterist view. Meaning that a lot of that stuff has already happened. And I would say a lot of it was symbolic of the time the book was written. If you look at what, Nero was doing to the Christians at the time, Nero makes in my opinion, mind you, makes a pretty good depiction of the Antichrist. Number 4, hell doesn't exist yet. Now again, like I said earlier, this is my opinion, but if you look, little in the Bible, it says in Revelation that hell will be created in the future, and the devil and the beast will be the first people in it. And whenever it talks about demons or fallen angels, it always puts them here on earth. You have the Nephilim, who were sons of the fallen angels and women. You have Jesus, when he casts out demons, they never once did he cast them to hell. Or send them to hell. In fact, one of them said, don't send me away to the time of torment before it's time. And Satan, when he was talking in the book of Job, and Satan was talking to God, God's like, dude, where you been? And Satan's like, I've been roaming the earth. I think hell is something to be created in the future. Number 5, The Undertaker should quit wrestling. Dude's been doing it for what now? About close to 30 years. In the past few times I've seen him in the ring, he's just looked old. And yes, he's an icon. Yes, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. You know, and there was a time I thought I would like to see him in the Hall of Fame while he was still wrestling. Like, before Brock broke the streak at WrestleMania, I thought Undertaker should have been in the Hall of Fame. But now, I think he's just looking too old. In the ring, his movements and just his facial features. Number 6, divorce, unbiblical. I believe when God puts two people together in marriage, they're together forever. And the Pharisee said, well, didn't, Moses allow us to divorce? And Christ answered, yeah, but that's because your hearts were hard. Since the beginning, it was one man, one woman, forever. And there's, even verses that say if you get divorced and get remarried, it's like adultery. Number 7. Now this might cause some controversy, but I actually think Miley Cyrus can sing really well. Now if you listen to her sing like on Wrecking Ball or Jolene, that slow bluesy country feel, her voice, amazing. I do believe that, she can sing really well. Just, quit doing stuff like Party in the USA or, all that. Number 8. I think we should keep the commandments in the Bible out of love. Now, I'm not saying keep them, so that we're saved. No, Christ did that on the cross. But what did Christ say? If you love me, keep my commands. That's part of the reason why I'm vegetarian. Now, the Bible doesn't say clearly, be a vegetarian. It does have dietary laws in it. And I know people are going to say, well, those are done away with. Some people say, no, they weren't. But I'm going to try to keep them, because I love God and He's set those guidelines up for us. Number 9, and I don't expect, too much heat on this, because I don't expect a lot of people will know who I'm talking about. But Jason Todd was, is, and forevermore will be my favorite Robin. From Batman and Robin. He was the second Robin. He was this street thug who Batman took in to be Robin, and he still kept that street thug mentality, Like he jumped guns on several occasions to get the jump on criminals, and he thought and acted for himself. I mean, I was sad when Jason Todd died. I felt like I lost one of my good friends. And he wasn't a Robin who just, okay, Batman, whatever you say, Batman. Are my tights tight enough, Batman? He thought and acted for himself. And even if you look at him now as the Red Hood, you can still see, man, he would make a good Batman. Or he, lines up a lot with Batman and his mentality and his thoughts. The main difference is, in my opinion, Jason Todd is not afraid to use guns to shoot the criminals. The last one, number 10, Lacey Strome, the former lead singer of Flyleaf. Not a big fan. I mean, I like her voice, I like her music, Just, I met her once, and she seemed kind of hoity-toity, she was almost too good, to sign stuff or, get pictures taken. She seemed like she was, above everybody else. And that just kind of set me off against her. Well, not set me off, but, that kind of made me be not as big of a fan of her. Anyway, guys, these are my top 10 opinions, and I try to give you guys some reason on why I think this way, why these are my opinions. I don't expect you to agree with all of them. I don't expect you to agree with any of them, you know. But I do hope that even if you disagree with everything I said, because these are opinions, we can still be friends, and you're not going to be like, delete, unfriend or unfollow, because really, like I said, this isn't gospel truth, if you will. These are just my thoughts, my opinions, and yes, the world I am in has formed and developed these, but, would I die for anything I just said on this list? No. You know, would I have a casual, friendly debate with somebody on them? Yeah. But I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to bicker. I will, like I do a debate, where, as long as it's friendly, but, I'm not going to, like, really, well, I'm not really going to, die or, defend them to the death. And yeah, these opinions might change. 10 years from now, I might not have some of the same opinions as I do now. 5 years from now, I might not have them. I know I have always thought this way on, everything on this list. And I think that's kind of what's awesome about opinions is as we gather more information, as we get more facts, as we have more life experiences, they change. Anyway, I just wanted to get this out there. I know it's a bit longer than what I usually do, but I wanted to throw this out there for you guys today. I hope you like it, and I hope you can see past any differences we have in opinion. Peace.